Hi artist, Miss Flashier here. This week we are going to create or recreate the Great Wave. So you learned about him earlier in class, and now we are going to sketch it out first and use our Sharpie. So this week we need paint, white paint, Sharpie, pencil, paintbrush, watercolors, water, paper towel, and your sponge. The wave. You're going to use your other little piece of watercolor paper from Monet's Haystacks. So the wave, I'm looking at the wave on my computer, and I'm making that wave come down, and then the giant one come up. Okay, so that's the first wave. And then there's a whole bunch of little different waves. Now we're gonna take that wave and add our Sharpie to it. So trace the lines you made with the pencil. Okay, now it's time to paint. So my white was dried out, so I'm just going to take some of that water I got for the watercolors, let it sit for a minute while I start with just the watercolors, and it'll soften up. Okay, so I'm just going to put a layer of blue down. So I got my brush wet, I put it in the blue, and now I have it on. And just, we're gonna paint everything that we just, except for Mount Fuji, we're gonna paint everything that we drew blue. And then we're gonna add a couple other colors. Okay, so now I painted the whole wave. In the background on the painting, it's a little yellow. So let's paint the background, and then we'll go back in and make the wave look like it does in the painting. Remember to rinse your brush between every color. Oops. So now, that's why you have to be careful when you're painting with two colors next to each other. Now we're back. The whole background is painted yellow. The last thing we have to paint is Mount Fuji. And we're going to use really light black. So okay, there we go. Now get your white paint ready. So Mount Fuji's painted. So now you need your white paint. I stirred it up after I got it wet. And you're going to take a corner, just like a little bit of your sponge, to the white paint, and you're going to start to dot it on the front side of the wave to make it look like the wave is breaking or going to crash. So if you look at your painting on your computer, you can see where you should put the white. Or you can just choose where to put your white. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. The reason we used the sponge is so that it gave it the texture of the wave. Okay, one last tiny thing, if I could get this. Yes. Take your paintbrush, white, and put a little snow on Mount Fuji. Okay. And this is your painting of the Great Wave. Have fun.